My name is Matthew Gaddy, and I am a true productivity coach, which means I teach busy professionals how to manage their action, their attention, and their energy to get the right things done. And today's Instagram Live is kind of off, I won't say it's off the cuff, it's back all the way up. I had something planned for you guys, I had notes, I had outlines, and everything. And the more I started thinking about it, the more I was like, I want to connect with you guys a little bit better. And notes are great, but sometimes they're not as authentic. So I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys, tell you guys how I've gotten to this position and what's brought me here and everything. And why I chose productivity as where I wanted to hang my hat on. How did I get to this position? And that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. And to do that, we got to go all the way back to college. When I was in college, I was blessed to work an internship for many, many years over the summer and everything. And when you graduate, you think, I have an internship, this is going to turn into a job, and then I'm going to work there and do everything, and it's going to be perfect. I did, quote unquote, the right thing in doing that. And I had a job, and the more I was working and the more that I realized what my passions were and what I wanted to do in my life, and looking around at the people that had been there for forever, basically, and seeing the same types of problems in their lives just to a larger scale that I was having in mind, I was like, this obviously is not the answer. You look at me and just what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to, drive a nice car. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to have money to do the things I wanted to do. And I didn't have that. And of course, initially everybody tells you, just wait, you're going to get raises, you're going to get promotions, yada, yada, yada. And you stop and you look at other people who've gotten the raises and the promotions and the yada, yada, yada. And they're still having the same type problems, just on a larger scale. And when you really start looking at the breakdown of cost, you're kind of like, the lifestyle I want is not going to be able to be funded solely by this position I have. And I knew I had to do something else. And on top of all that, I was not passionate about what I was working on. I'm still not passionate about what I was working on in my 9 to 5 job. I'm good at it, and I do think that carries me a lot, but I have zero motivation to go above and beyond in the knowledge portion of my job. In the interpersonal aspects and the leadership aspects and the productivity and just getting things done, bro, I'm really good at that. As far as how does this hook together, where do these things go, how does this whole operation work, I don't care. And the more that I realized that, the more I realized that this is not for me long term. I was going to work, I still go to work, and it's not fulfilling to me, it's not gratifying, it wasn't what I wanted to do. And the more I projected myself doing that for the 40 years or whatever, the more it weighed on me as what it didn't want to do. So obviously I looked at myself and I said, self, we got to do something. And I tried to do everything. I said, okay, this isn't going to work, so you need to find you a side hustle to supplement this income with the hopes of it taking off. And so, man, I did Forex. I did trying to start my own business. I tried to start helping someone else do their own business. I tried doing public speaking. I tried coaching. I tried everything. And the problem wasn't that all those things are viable. I'm not talking bad about all those things. It's just the way and the manner that I was doing them. I was busy all the time, and I was not getting any results. I was doing a lot of activities. I come home from work and I get home at like 4, work on my business from like 4 till 8 every day. And I was doing a lot of things, but I wasn't getting a lot of things done. And I saw that I wasn't getting the results that I wanted, and that's kind of how I shifted into productivity. And productivity initially for me was, okay, how can I get more things done? I'm already doing these large amounts of things. How can I get more things done? Because in my mind, initially, more things equals more results. That was my initial thought. If I'm not getting things done, I'm obviously not doing enough. You look out, especially now we have all these entrepreneurial people on Instagram and social media. It's kind of a glorified position. Everybody's saying you got to work hard, you got to grind, you got to keep going when other people are stopping. You have to be waking up at 4 a.m. and you got to be doing all these things while your friends are out partying, and you got to learn to sacrifice and everything. And it was an issue for me because I didn't know what true productivity is. And it took me looking to productivity to get an answer that I thought I needed to figure out that I was looking in the right place, but I was doing the wrong thing. And that's where I really started to discover true productivity, and that it's not about doing more things. In fact, it's about doing less things, but doing less things better. It's about managing your action, your attention, and your energy to make sure that you are fully present whenever you're taking on tasks and performing them. So it really kind of shifted my viewpoint on it, and it was like, instead of just continuing to try and increase this capacity of work that I'm doing, why don't I look at what I have to do, identify what are the 5 or 6 things out of these 100 things I have to do that will give me the most impact, and how can I be the most present to tackle these tasks and do them to the best of my ability. And when I started doing that, I started getting results, and it was seeing your business grow, actually getting tangible things done, following the timelines that I've set for myself, and understanding that just because it says you have to do it, you don't have to do everything. You just have to do the most important things. And this is carried over to my work too. Like, it's true productivity has taught me how to respect my day, respect my time, respect my energy, and respect the fact that energy is not linear. I can't just have an open door policy all the time. Sometimes you have to say no, because me saying no while I'm recovering or while I'm taking a break is better for you, because when you come back and my energy is at my peak, I'll be able to answer that question a lot better. So the goal of true productivity and just the way that I've approached it doesn't mean that you have to go and be an entrepreneur or something to be productive. These tools and these concepts that I'm sharing with you guys on Instagram stories and YouTube and Facebook and everything, they can be applied to wherever you are, because they're just fundamental principles. There's different ways you can apply them in an entrepreneurial setting versus a business setting, but that doesn't change the fact that they're just principles. And because they're principles, they're universal and can be applied everywhere. They'll just look different when you do it. What else do I want to talk to you guys about? Something that kind of stuck out to me was, don't be afraid to say no. I literally wrote this in my journal this morning, and it said, say no to something. It was, what do you want to do today? Like, how would you know you've felt accomplished and you feel fulfilled if you do one thing? What would that one thing be? And mine was say no to something today. And I said say 3 things today. I was very, very excited. I said no to 2 lunches. Surprise lunches weren't planned. People just saw my office, hey, when you get lunch. And during my lunch time is time that I use to either work on my business or reflect or learn or something like that. Like, my lunch time is my lunch time, and I have to remember to respect that and not let people intrude on it. And not saying that those people are wrong because they're not aware. It's just I have to take the initiative to protect that space, because protecting that space will be beneficial for me, which in turn will make it beneficial for you. And also saying no to a dinner. Yes, we get asked out to eat a lot by a vendor because the dinner was after work hours. And after work hours are times when I'm working on this, talking to you guys, informing you, teaching you how to be truly very productive, and to spend time with the 2 other people in the room, my wife and my baby. And by saying yes, that's what I'm saying no to. Catch that. By saying yes to something, you're saying no to something else. So when you're looking at individual tasks, when you're saying, okay, I have this particular thing I'm saying yes to, don't only think about what you're saying yes to, think about what you have to say no to. And vice versa. When you're saying no to something, you're also saying yes to something else. There's a binary relationship there. So remember that whenever you're looking at tasks. I want to thank you guys for this time. And if you've made it these 9 minutes and 40 seconds, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching these. And I hope this was a little bit beneficial to you, so you can learn about how I've gotten to here, how I can apply it in my business that I'm trying to do now, and even at work. think about that in a work mindset, or think about that in wherever you are. These principles are just principles. So wherever you need to put them, you can put them. If you play basketball, you can put these in there. Just making sure that, when you're in the gym, you are in the gym. You're not doing nothing else. You're making sure that you are doing your drills and you're going as hard as you can in your drills in your allotted time, and then you have your rest and recovery time. You can apply this to any situation, anything, any endeavor that you're trying to pursue. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking with us. If you have any more questions, leave me in the comments. I'm going to for real try and put this link in one of these things. If it doesn't work, that means I didn't figure it out. Lastly, I have a BlackBerry, and it's about time. My button has been unbuttoned this whole time. It's about time to change phones. If you have any phone suggestions, I would really, really appreciate it. I just need something with a good camera. It's not going to die on me. I'm not going to have to, get a new one in next year. That's about it. I trust you guys more than I trust myself. I used to be real good at picking phones, but I don't do that no more because I haven't done that in a long time, and phones change a lot. So if you guys could help me with that, I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said before, if you have any more questions about productivity or just how to get things done, let me know. Link somewhere here-ish to sign up for my email list. We can get information like this delivered to your email inbox, working on something for you guys. And that's about it. So you guys have a great Thursday. We'll love to talk to you guys. I love talking to you guys. I love sharing with you. And you guys are a blessing. Y'all are cool. So y'all have a good and productive Thursday.